Hi everybody, Chris here from Truly Holistic. Now I just want to talk about some really important information that's coming through at the moment. Hey, we all know that Ascension is evolving very quickly. A lot of energetic changes are happening very quickly now, which is a good thing. It's a really good thing. Okay, we might be still, going through a bit of a rocky road, so to speak, at the moment, but please understand that this is needed. Okay, this is needed. Doesn't necessarily mean sometimes when we're having challenges in our life and we feel like we're going a bit of a roller coaster ride, that it must be a bad thing. Perhaps it's a good thing, and we need to hold on to that hope that hey, we might be. It's like a detoxification a process of the physical body when we do like a gallbladder flush. Hey, we know at the end result we're doing something good for our gallbladder, but that kind of journey of doing the process itself can be challenging. There's no doubt about it. Okay, same thing here with Ascension. Okay, so what I want to talk about some new information that's just come through not too long ago, and hey, I was really ecstatic to hear this information, and it makes a lot of sense too with a lot of the other information that's been coming through. So here's a first. Okay, so um, what it's been, what I've been getting is the fact that we need to align all the ascendants, okay, within our higher self lineage. As I say, um, we have higher selves, not one, but a number of them. And it seems to be the number of seven seems to come up quite a bit with people. We have seven higher selves. And these higher selves are all different realities, okay? And they are versions of you, hence the word self, okay? They're higher perspectives of you, okay? So we're not channeling through to someone higher than us, even though we call it a higher self. We are channeling a you, okay? You're speaking to yourself, just a different higher perspective of yourself, okay? So please understand that too. And I'm still getting a lot of questions from people asking about, who do I channel? Who do I channel? Who do I channel? Channel your higher self. It's you, okay? It's got your back, okay? It's never going to let you down. Never going to let you down because it's you. You can depend on you, right? What do we hear from people say, hey, I've put my trust in this person, but in the end they've let me down and all I can trust is myself to do it properly, right? Well, same thing here. Okay, when we connect with our higher self, even though it feels like we're connecting with another person or another consciousness or another being, it is you. Okay, in the end, it's you. Okay, so understand that. Same with source. Okay, source is at the top of the tree of your higher self lineage. It's you. It's still you. There's not one source for everybody. It's your source, where you come from. You are an individual. You are unique. You need to embrace that fact. Okay, it's not about bringing a whole collective consciousness to come in and think the same way, okay, and have the same perception and perspective of every single one. That's impossible. Okay, it's impossible. Actually, a lot of our education systems is based on trying to teach people to think the same way, and it doesn't work. That's what we see. Okay, it does not work because we're all different. Same thing, nutrition, what you may need, different from each person to the next. Not one diet for everybody. There's not one way for everybody. It's just that just does not work. Okay, so it is an individual thing. Okay, so if you're wanting to, in regards to channeling, I know I'm sidetracking a bit here, but this is very important to talk about. If you're wanting to channel information and from a higher perspective, because remember these higher selves are in realities they're not bound to time. Okay, in this reality, sadly, we're bound to time, so we can just take one foot and a step in front of the other, not knowing kind of what's ahead of ourselves, and hence we get the terms of past, present, future. But our higher selves don't bound to time, so they can see the past, present, future all happening at the same time. They've got access to that. Okay, and actually they find it hard to kind of pinpoint a time because they don't understand that thinking. It's a bit like us trying to understand what a reality would be like without past, present, and future. It's very hard for us to understand, right? So same way with them looking at how we would explain things too. Okay, so understand it from that perspective, that channel your higher self, you cannot go wrong with that. Okay, you cannot go wrong with that. And also, create a personal relationship and conversation with your higher selves. Okay, they are there for you. They are you. You're essentially talking to yourself. Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But that's what's happening. So it's asking to align all these ascendants with our higher self lineage. So each version of you, which are all connected to you, which we call the quantum physics term quantum entanglement. Okay, for example, if you have something in this reality, and this is what I call the ascendant. This is a new tool, an ascension tool. Check it out on my website products site. We've got this size, which is a nice size you can wear. It's quite a big pendant to wear, but you can also place it in your pocket. Okay, and what this does is that every ring symbolizes one of your higher selves. Okay, and that channels or brings the columns of light of that singularity energy, because that's coming outside of this reality, into your field. So whether you wear it as a pendant or put it in your pocket, it's within your field. So it has an effect on you. Okay, bringing that energy of your true self. Okay, not your manipulated self within this reality where you've been manipulated over many lifetimes. Let's let that go. Let that go. Just bring in the energies of our true self, and revisit how we originally felt all that long time ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago, even millions of years ago, before we got trapped within this reality. Okay, so when you have this or something, a tool within this reality, all your higher selves will have one as well. Okay, it's a ripple effect. Okay, so if something happens to them in a reality, then you'll feel it here. Okay, because you're all connected through quantum entanglement. So when it's saying aligned all ascendants within the higher self, you're aligning all the energies together, all the realities of you, every version of you, which what that enables a greater connection and intuition between you and your high perspectives of you, which we call higher selves. Okay, and then we activate that. Okay, now some interesting information came about the soul. Okay, and you would have heard from previous videos that in regards to the soul is a component of you within this reality alone, not outside this reality. The soul is used as a recycling mechanism that was created by the archons, not created by you. Okay, now the soul is also bound and connected to the human, and the human is part of this reality as well. The true nature of you as a unique individual is not human. Okay, not human. Okay, the human was created. Okay, what it's actually been telling me is that we need to remove the human abstract of a client or a person. Okay, and when I looked at the definition of an abstract, it said existing in thought or as an idea, but not having a physical or concrete existence. This is actually an encoded form, this human body. Okay, coming from the soul, which is a backup of data or coding that encodes this projection of what we call a human body or human being. Okay, so when we get rid of the human abstract, because the humanness is the thing that's getting in the way of us having a successful ascension, is because it's bound to an artificial ascension process, an ascension process where we get recycled by our soul and stay within this reality. Now that recycling system was created by the archons, because the archons created this reality. Okay, so by removing the human abstract, this removes us from an archon ascension, so that whole soul trap idea. Okay, now where we pass over, and then we get recycled to create a new incarnation where a majority of us, a lot of our memories of our previous life have been blocked from us. So therefore we've got to start from scratch again. Okay, now the human abstract was an archon component of you, okay, as the true you is not human, okay? Now, Iapetus, which is a moon around Saturn, I always like to explain that Iapetus is, think the Death Star in regards to Star Wars here. It's an artificial structure, and that Iapetus created the artificial ascension, okay? This ascension where we think at the ceiling of where our divineness and where we need to go is our soul. No, it's not. That soul is bound to this reality, which is a matrix realm, a prison world for us. We need to go beyond that, which is our higher self lineage, which is our source lineage, okay? So really, while we've been in this reality, we've never experienced free will. We've never experienced it, okay? So what this enables then, when we get all this, a better connection to our higher self lineage, your true self, and really feeling truly love, what really what love is, and feeling true love, not fake love, true love, because your higher self lineage, which is you, is your true self, is your real family. It's there, it's got your back every single time, okay? And we hear all this, from people that have had bad upbringings, like we don't get to choose what family we get brought up in. Well, again, that's part of this matrix reality, to create a fear response over you and feed off your fear or low vibrational energy, okay? You don't have any free will of deciding where you want to go, and you get placed into a family that's abusive. It's not fair, is it, when you look at that, because you never had a choice in regards to that, okay? So we'll leave it at that in regards to the video, because I want to keep it short, but there's going to be more updates coming along. This is exciting stuff. So keep an eye out for more information. Until next time, see you later.